You did that one this time. Hello, everyone. Welcome to... Oh, fuck me. Welcome to episode... Okay, this is episode 9 or 10. And this is the Gaming Corner. And, of course, we're talking about one major thing that happened. And that was the PlayStation meeting on Wednesday.
Yeah. It rhymes with PS4.
So. Mr. Class right here. And, so, what are my thoughts on the event? Well, really, if you really want to see it, I don't know if you want to, but I recorded myself watching a stream of the video of the conference. And, yeah, it's not the full... I didn't get the full 2 hours because the battery on this camera died, but for the good 1 hour and 20 minutes of it, it's in there, so I might put that up. I don't know, but... So this is quickly how I thought about it. I liked it. I liked what I saw, but I personally felt it was kind of boring, but once they started showing the games, when it started to get really good. The thing is, like, when I first saw the event, I was batshit crazy. I just could not wait for this at all. You know, giddier than a Japanese schoolgirl, as I like to say. And once it started, I was like, hee! And then they started it off strong by showing the epic montage of the future of PlayStation. And they showed that montage of like all their old ads and everything. We never played it safe. For 20 years before you get right, and now the future, and you know, like the hair on my arms started to just go up, and I got a chill down my spine, and this is just epic, and I just could not wait, and then. And then they get the most boring. They got the most boring British guy in the world. No Jack Tretton, no Kaz Hirai, no Ken Kutaragi, just this guy. So he went on for like 10 minutes just talking about the future of PlayStation and like the mood. Just they killed it. Just yeah, and then. They brought out the lead system architect for this, who is not Ken Kutaragi, surprisingly, but Mark Cerny, a white guy for a Japanese company. And this guy made, don't quote me on this, but I believe he worked on Crash Bandicoot. And this guy is heading the system, and the thing that I like is that it's all developer friendly. It's kind of like the complete opposite of what the PS3 was. Chime in here. You're here too, Bruce.
Oh, I'm going to let you introduce. You're still doing your introduction, pretty much.
It's not an introduction. I'm already talking about the conference.
Oh, I don't know what to say yet.
Okay, well, so how this worked was, he said this, like, the complete opposite of the PS3. Like, the PS3, of course, has the cell processor, and that is notoriously hard to develop for. And it was like Sony's own proprietary chip that they made in collaboration with IBM. And it was always notoriously hard to develop for. That's why whenever like a third-party multi-platform game came out on both the PS3 and the 360, when it both came out for the PS3 and the 360. Normally the 360 version ran better because the developers couldn't figure out how this cell processor worked. So the thing I like is this problem of the 360 version runs better. This problem should no longer exist anymore, since they should both be able to run about the same. And yeah, I like that they're using more industry standard parts, which makes it easier for developer, because the computers that these developers work on are like pretty much PCs, x86 closer to a PC, so that it should run very smoothly. And the other thing that I like is that it has 8 gigabytes of RAM. This is huge. The PS3 came out. You have to remember now, the PS3 came out in 2006. Think about what you were doing back then, and think about what we are doing right now. It's huge. Trust me. In 2006, I was in 6th grade, and now I'm a senior in high school, getting ready to graduate and move on to college. The iPhone hasn't come out yet. The smartphone revolution hadn't occurred yet. The tablet, iPad revolution hasn't started yet. I mean, yeah, it's really... People think, we don't need consoles. It hasn't been that long. Yes, it really has been this long. So I just can't wait, man. I can't wait. What do you think about this, Bruce?
I just have one question. And a lot of people have been talking about, what are your thoughts on the lack of backwards, compatibility?
You're so smart, you can almost say compatibility.
Compatibility. Sorry, it didn't roll off the tongue the way I wanted to. I'm just too sick to even think straight. But what do you think about the lack of it?
Actually, it is backwards compatible,
but
not in the sense that you think.
Yeah.
Okay, so you cannot play PS3 games. You cannot put a PS3 disc on the PlayStation 4 because, of course, cell processors, completely different parts and different chipsets, architecture, whatever you want to call it. That's understandable. But they did come up with a solution for Gaikai. I don't know if you know this, but Sony purchased Gaikai, and they were a game streaming company. They purchased them last year, I believe in July. And so what they're planning to do is you will be able to stream your games to the PS4. So you can play your PS1, PS2, PS3, PSP, don't quote me on this, but I believe PS Vita too, on the system. But here's my problem. Actually, let's talk about this problem I have later. So then they said, but here's the really good part. Everyone captures gameplay footage. They like to provide their own commentaries, their own let's plays, and their own funny moments, glitches and stuff of them. And this stuff is built right into the PS4. You can start downloading a button. You can start the share button. You can upload the last 15 minutes, I believe, of footage directly to YouTube. That is awesome. Also, you can do live streaming, because you know how live streaming, spectating, has become really popular recently, and you can do it now. That's awesome. I mean, there's a lot of people that I know do this, and you can do it right from the system. And the thing I like is a friend of yours can take over the controller. So, and play the game for you if you're stuck. Now, with all these streaming and with the streaming backwards compatibility and all of this, and you can actually download a game before you start playing, which is cool, awesome. And so, but my one thing, I don't know, the one problem I see happening with this is,
Are you talking about your problem with it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What about, how good does my internet bandwidth have to be in order for this to work? And what about people with data caps? See, this can conflict. I think this is just America having shitty internet infrastructure, but still, the internet around the world isn't completely super awesome.
Yeah.
So how is this going to work? What do you think, Bruce?
Hopefully it can improve over time, but we'll just have to see what happens. And
so this is all the hardware, the software, everything. Okay. So what about the damn games? Okay.
I was actually going to ask that. Which one were you impressed by the most, in which, something that you didn't know about, a lot, you know, that you didn't know a lot about that kind of like really impressed you right away? And what's the game that you're looking forward to playing the most? There's kind of a difference between both of them, you know?
Say that again?
Which one were you impressed by the most, and which one are you looking forward to playing the most?
So which one am I looking forward to the most?
Well, let's ask the
which one did I get impressed by?
The most.
Okay, I know so everyone's going to be saying, "Oh, why do you have to be so typical?" But Killzone Shadowfall impressed me the most. I don't think, yeah, it's Killzone. We played it before, but just seeing I know I'm not a graphics whore, but still, the graphics are fucking amazing, and just seeing what you are able to do now, starting it off, it's incredible. And see, this makes me think how much better it can be 2 years down the road. And yeah, Killzone was the first one that really showed me what the power of this system is like. And another thing that really impressed me was this working title, this brand new game that Capcom has called Deep Down. Really amazed me. And seeing this new creative thing that Media Molecule can do with like sculptures, puppet shows, I really enjoyed that. And seeing Drive Club with you can see the fibers on the seats, the carbon fiber on the dashboard, so articulate. But here's the thing, they showed that and it looked like it was pre-rendered, and once he got in the car and started to drive it, you could see a dip down in quality, but still, even this dip down in quality still looks amazing. Like, all these PC snobs, get the fuck out. Stop complaining. This looks amazing. Stop ruining my enjoyment.
It's amazing for...
It looks good. Okay, bottom line, shut the fuck up. It looks amazing, okay? For a console. Yeah.
Yeah, for a console, it's definitely...
Seeing that a console can do this now.
It's pretty impressive. You know, but you know it's only going to get better.
Yeah, and this is why it makes you excited, because it looks great now, but seeing how much better this can be.
That's the most impressive part.
Fuck was...
I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even like really follow that page or whatever. Okay, so you're impressed by Killzone the most.
Shadowfall, yeah.
Yeah, which I was also impressed by. I would say the other one that I was really impressed by...
Watch Dogs.
Well, here, I'm getting there. Okay, I already knew how good Watch Dogs was going to be just from what I saw last year, you know what I mean?
E3, that was a big surprise.
But, like, something that, like, kind of, like, stood out for me this year would probably be not a game, but that Media Molecule thing that they showed. I was really impressed by what they were showing, you know? Yeah, I said game, but I think we should just talk about it as an overall aspect.
You can say tech demo is what you call it.
The tech demos, I was really impressed by those.
And, oh yeah, and Quantic Dream. First of all, say whatever you want about David Cage, okay? But that old man face check that... When I saw that, I literally screamed, "Damn!" out loud, just from seeing how good that looks.
Oh wait, well, there was one game I was impressed by that I didn't really see too much footage of until now, maybe because I've just been under a rock, but Deep Down, working title, that one looks really, really, really nice.
I don't care if it's pre-rendered or not, that shit looks good.
It really does. Now the one, what are you looking forward to playing the most? Which one is the one that you just want to grab a controller and play right now?
Honestly, Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs, me too.
And we know it's coming this year.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Oh, but pretty much the biggest surprise, out of nowhere, Blizzard shows up.
Blizzard.
They said, I mean, okay, think about this. This is huge. This really shows how much more developer-friendly the PS4 is going to be. So think of it this way. You make people that started out as making games on consoles, and then they went as being PC exclusively for so many.
Let's get the box out.
For so many years, and then and then this is good enough to make a PC exclusive developer come back to a console after being away from it for over nearly 15, 16 years. That is impressive that it can do that. But what I was not impressed with is, oh, it's Diablo 3. I really wanted to see something brand new from Blizzard, but still, knowing Blizzard is coming back to consoles, that's fucking huge.
Yeah. But do you think playing Diablo 3 on the PS3 or 4, do you think that'll give you a good feeling of what their future game or games is going to be like?
And the thing with me is, I've never played a Blizzard game in my lifetime.
I have. I played Diablo 2.
I've never played World of Warcraft, I've never played StarCraft, I've never played Warcraft, I've never played Diablo or any of that.
Anything. Yeah, I'm curious to play Diablo 3, considering that it didn't really work that well on the PC. But, you know...
It would be so funny if the PS4 version was stable and worked really well, just to piss off their PC fanboys. I'm serious. PC snobby fanboy douche holes.
We get it.
They're the worst to deal with. Also, anyway, yes, I know, PC gaming will always look better, but I don't want to deal with downloading drivers and making sure all my parts are up to date and upgrading and
you know, here's the thing. I know someone who plays all the PC games, but he also plays all the new console games too. Why can't there be more people like that who plays all of them?
Why does there have to be such this fanboy bullshit? And I just have a feeling, you think YouTube comments are annoying to look at now when it comes to these gaming things? Wait until Microsoft shows what they've got.
Yeah, and then there's going to be big debates.
Oh my god!
And then every once in a while, a Nintendo fanboy is going to come by and say something right in the middle of everything. It's like, Wii U guys, right? I mean...
Nintendo's doing its own thing, okay?
Yeah. But let's face it, it's going to happen every once in a while. There's going to be a few Wii U fans that's going to talk in the middle of a PS4 and 720 discussion. And the reason why it's going to be like that is because the Wii U is so different and their approach is different from what these other two are doing. You know?
But I will say this, Microsoft, you better fucking bring it.
Step it up.
Been so pissed off with the Xbox. All your past conferences, all you guys have done, connect this, connect that, entertainment. We don't care about that.
Here's the thing. Okay, one thing that we need to expect with the 720 is
and you wasted all your exclusives. Last year, okay, Halo 4, Forza Horizon.
I do know Forza is the fifth one is supposed to be coming out. That's going to be the exclusive on the 720. I think it's going to be an exclusive on the 720. It's going to be a big 720 title. I think, well, I'm pretty sure it's going to come out on the 360
Pretty much,
also.
You better deliver to the gamer. Do not shove Force Connect down our throats. Don't shove these entertainment down our throats. The Xbox started out as gaming. You are so out of touch with your audience.
Connect is gaming, but what I think the better way to word it is
casual gaming.
We'll make sure that you obviously have a lot of space for
don't alienate the people that made you what you are.
One thing that we need to expect from the 720 is that yes, Connect is going to play a big part with the 720, but at the same time they got to make sure that they can please the casual gamers as well. If you can please both camps, you're in good shape.
Because right now you're only catering to the casual audience. Not us hardcore gamers. Give us what we want, Microsoft. I mean, I know I'm going really hard on you guys, but the PS3, Sony, they've learned from their mistakes. And they're really bringing it. And they said, we want to take our crown back from Microsoft. You know what? If you keep continuing in your bullshit, oblivious direction that you're going in now, you're done.
Alright,
I'm sorry, soapbox over. Well, and by the way, so are we done talking about the PS4? Oh yeah.
Well,
so they said it comes out this holiday season. Expected.
Yeah.
But I know people say, why didn't they show the console?
Who
fucking cares?
I'm gonna ask you a question. What's one thing that you hope to find out about the PS4 other than what it looks like and what the price and the date?
Say that again.
What's the one thing that you hope to find out more about? That you hope to find out more about. If that sounds right, about the PS4 that doesn't involve the release date, the price, or what the console looks like. It's kind of a tough question because those are usually the three things that people...
Oh, what do I want to see?
Like, what do you hope to find out more about regarding the PS4? The thing I want to find out... What?
Where the fuck is The Last Guardian?
Really? That's it? I mean, I know that... I mean, yeah, that's what I'm wondering too, but I'm like... That's not the first
One thing that I want to know is... I want to know more about how this streaming works. They just talked about concepts that they can do.
Me too.
But they never went into detail. I guess they're saving all this for E3.
Yeah.
Because, really, all this PlayStation meeting was a warm-up for E3. Because I can tell, I see a lot of potential for this to just make everyone shit themselves. I'm sure, at their E3 conference, I'm going to place a bet right now. Bet a penny.
Penny.
They're going to blow the roof off that fucking place.
Like even more than Microsoft, because I mean,
based on how everything is going right now, that's how I see it. I don't know. Maybe Microsoft will completely take a left turn and completely blow us away. But
do you think they'll both blow us away at E3?
I want them to, because competition brings out the best games, and it benefits the consumer, the gamer, the most.
Yeah, because it makes you make tough.
I want both of them to be amazing, okay?
Yeah, but then once it comes down to it, if you end up liking what both have to offer, which one are you going to buy?
The PS4.
Even without seeing what the 720 is?
Because I have more of a history with Sony.
True.
And there's
is
a lot
it
more
also
of a
because
connection.
you bought the 360 first and then the PS3 and you wonder, well, maybe we should turn the tables this time around?
Yeah, I always bought Sony last. I had the GameCube, and then I bought a PS2.
Not to mention, you never bought a PS1 either.
I never had one.
Exactly. So.
Well, technically, I have a PS1, PS2, backwards compatible.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because even I bought a PS1, but it wasn't until after the 64. I had a GameCube and a PS2 at the same time, but that's only because my brother got the PS2. And I never got a PS3. We thought about it. But then eventually I had that strange feeling that the PS4 was coming out this year, so I thought, what's the point? You know what I mean? So I'm excited though, you know. I haven't bought a new system in almost 5 years. Obviously the last one's the 360. So I'm really excited to get a new one. You know what I mean?
Well, I will say this, price. Please do not make it more than $450.
Yeah.
$450.
$450 is the most, I would say, but
that's the most.
Most experts are saying it has to be $400 or lower. Yes,
yeah,
lower.
Because but Sony has said they promise they will not make the same mistake of the price at launch.
Once you get to 500, you're making a mistake. If you ever hit 500, you're making a big mistake.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But the thing I hate is people will willingly pay $500 for a brand new iPad every year, and yet this weird mentality is they won't pay $500 for a gaming console that they know will last a long time. It's kind of...
Well, the thing is, the iPads are more on the go. That's the reason why people are willing to pay, you know, a price like that for something like an iPad.
Yeah.
With a system, it's different. The approach is different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One more thing. How do you think Nintendo's going to do in E3? Because, you know, obviously...
All they will say is Nintendo, I'm begging you, please, 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 new Star Fox, new F-Zero, I want them.
Or at least show
some Smash.
Yeah, show some...
That is the only thing that will make me run out and buy one.
Yeah, because Nintendo's approach is going to be interesting, because their console, their new
and
next gen...
they said they are making a new Zelda,
yeah.
And they said... rethink the conventions of Zelda. What does that mean? Are they possibly rebooting the whole damn thing?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about their approach. It's going to be very different because their next-gen console is already out. and no one's buying it, right? So they're going to have to try to find a way to be...
And they said, and they have to find out, with all these new consoles on the horizon, why should we pick you? Ha! I guess what I did there?
Yeah.
Why should we pick you out of the other things?
Yeah. Look, the way I see it with E3, you have one company who already has their thing out and is trying to lure people in it. Then you have another who's teasing the hell out of us like no other company has done in a while, and it's just making us talk more about it until we actually find out more about it. And then you got the other company who hasn't revealed anything at all and is just ready to just throw it all in one place, all at one time, as far as I'm concerned. So that's pretty much the approach of these three companies.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be an all-out war. You've got Mario versus Master Chief versus... Who is Sony's mascot now, anyway?
I don't know.
Kratos?
Let's just make it Kratos right now. Because
or Nathan
Kratos...
Drake? Or...
No, Kratos has been everywhere lately.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say... And he's a badass, too. I mean, you have a badass mascot, you know what I mean? Anyway... Hold on, there's one more thing I do want to say, is that how different is the 720 going to be from these other two? Because obviously the Wii U and the PS4 are very different from each other. Is the 720 going to be any different?
And I really like the approach the PS4 is going with.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out.
Oh E3, yeah. Well, let's talk more about the games a little bit. Infamous Second Son. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, don't really have much to say about it.
And when we saw Destiny for Bungie, all they did is just tell more that we already knew, and just generic stuff. Oh yeah, PS3, PS4 versions are coming on at the same time. Okay,
that's cool, I guess. Yeah, not really much to say about Destiny because much has not been said about it yet. Yeah, Killzone, even though it hasn't really been officially confirmed, let's just assume that it's a launch title. That would be one hell of a launch title.
Because, you know, like, they started off showing this amazing demo on the PS3 of Killzone 2.
Yeah.
And yet it was never available until 3 years later.
Yeah.
But now, if they go out right out with the gate, that's going to be pretty good.
And also, we haven't talked about Knack yet. Everyone's talking about Knack. It's kind of almost like...
the way I see it, this will be kind of... I know everyone's going to hate me for saying this, but it's like next generation Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
In terms of platforming and...
It's almost like it kind of made somewhat of an inside running joke, just because it's just different from all the other games.
It's like if someone calls you and says, "Hey, I got the PS4. Really? What games did you get?" Okay, so the camera ran out of battery. And Bruce had to leave. So, we were going to talk about Crysis 3, and I'll just tell you guys really quick what I think about it. We couldn't get Bruce's thoughts on it, but it's pretty solid. I just started playing it yesterday, and from what I've played from it, it's pretty good. I really like it. Now, of course, you compare this version to the PC version, of course, the PC version looks much better. And this is starting to show how difficult it is to program for the cell processor, and yeah, and all that stuff. But yeah. Anyway, it's pretty solid game. The graphics look nice, even when it's a bit downscaled to a console, but still, I still like the visuals. And the multiplayer is surprisingly fun. I've never been one for competitive multiplayer, but I played on a match and I got 4th place, which is pretty good, for me, at least. So, I can't really say much else about it. But, yeah, so that's it for this episode of the Gaming Corner. Thanks for watching. Please comment, please rate, please subscribe if you haven't done all that stuff already. So, yeah, see you later.